2017 Ford Ka-Max Energi strives to be both a credible plug-in hybrid gasoline-electric car and a versatile multi-purpose vehicle. Instead, it's a compromised example of both. Recently refreshed, the 5-year-old Ka-Max Energi wears updated headlights with LED running lights, a restyled grille, a new set of 17-inch wheels, and a pair of reworked taillights. Mechanically unchanged, the Energi is propelled by both a 141 horsepower Atkinson cycle 2.0-litre inline 4 and 2 electric motor generators for a combined output of 188 horsepower. The real showpiece of the Ka-Max Energi, though, is its 7.6 kWh battery pack, much bigger than the standard non-pluggable Ka-Max Hybrid's 1.4 kWh pack. That provides enough juice to take the funky 5-door up to an EPA-rated 20 miles on electrons alone. Of course, your mileage may vary. Once the battery pack is depleted, the Ka-Max Energi performs like a normal hybrid vehicle, delicately sharing or swapping duties between the gasoline engine and electric motors as needed. Recharging the Ka-Max Energi's depleted battery pack takes approximately 7 hours on a 120-volt charger. Better to find a 240-volt unit that can do the deed in a more reasonable 2.5 hours. Junk in the trunk. Unfortunately, the big battery pack takes up a sizable chunk of the rear cargo area. This monolith juts up from the floor, raising it significantly and intruding on the load space, especially when the rear seat backs are folded. Whereas the non-plug-in Ka-Max Hybrid boasts a compact of like 25 cubic feet of space, the Energi's battery pack cuts that figure down by 6 cubes, putting it on par with the subcompact Jeep Renegade. On the plus side, the Ka-Max Energi's pack location has no effect on the rest of the interior packaging, and the car continues to be low and easy to enter. View 59 photos. As measured on our scales, the Ka-Max Energi weighs 230 pounds more than does its plugless sibling. Our Oxford White Ka-Max Energi say test car checked in at a chunky 3,860 pounds. Considering its substantial heft, the higher-roofed hatchback offered surprising performance at our test track. The sprint to 60 miles per hour took a reasonable 7.6 seconds, while the quarter-mile passed after 16.0 seconds at 89 miles per hour. Slightly better than the 7.9 and 16.1 seconds we measured in a test of the 2013 Ka-Max Energi. In the real world, the performance is largely dependent on the battery's state of charge and which of 3 driving modes has been selected: Auto F, F now, or F later. Auto F keeps the electric motor in command of acceleration as long as the battery pack has enough juice in it. Mat the go pedal, though, and the 4-cylinder will wake up and provide additional forward thrust. Opting for F now keeps the car running on available electrons regardless of the right pedal's position. Fortunately, the electric motor's almost instantaneous 117 lb-ft of torque provides the Ka-Max Energi with plenty of pep for low-speed commuting. Fly too close to the F mode's 75 miles per hour top speed that we observed, though, and the battery quickly runs out. Finally, F later lets Ka-Max Energi drivers save the battery pack's charge for later use. Baked-in brakes. Stopping the Ka-Max Energi is accomplished via vented front and solid rear disc brakes in concert with a regenerative energy recovery system. Fully applying the brakes at 70 miles per hour at up 179 feet of tarmac on the way to a full stop, 11 feet shorter than the Chevrolet Volt and 12 fewer than the Toyota Prius V needed. In gentler pedal applications, the changeover between the regenerative and friction braking systems can be jarring. In harder braking, the transition is less noticeable. Around our skid pad, the Ka-Max Energi's 17-inch Michelin Energy Savers tires squealed mercilessly up to a modest maximum of 0.75 grams, or 0.09 grams worse than the Volt. It may lack overall grip, but the Ford Focus-based 63.8-inch hatchback is unexpectedly engaging to drive. Credit its well-damped suspension and also the well-weighted and chatty electrically assisted power steering system. Blind spots are minimized thanks to the Ka-Max Energi's comfortably raised seating position, low belt line, and massive windshield. Thinly padded cloth seats, however, lack the support needed for long-haul comfort. A gauge cluster with 2 multi-information displays can be customized to show driving efficiency, power flow, fuel economy, a brake coach, and more. Our test car's $1,200 401A equipment group option package added a large 8.0-inch touchscreen infotainment system with Sync 3 along with a pair of USB ports, backup sensors, and a power-operated liftgate. Our Max Energi say wore an as-tested price of $29,195, or $2,945 more than an equivalent Max say hybrid. Yet, compared with a base Chevrolet Volt, this Energi was $4,900 cheaper. The Volt CPR-rated 53-mile F range is more than 2.5 times the Energi's official rating. Plus the Chevy is eligible for a $7,500 federal tax credit, while the Ford qualifies for only a $4,007 credit. Ultimately, the 2017 Ford Max Energi's limited F range and hampered versatility brings to mind a quote by Parks and Recreation's Ron Swanson, "Never half-ass two things. Whole ass one thing."